Okay, so I just rewatched the video about working on the layout with partials on the course. So um, I already see that I had to do several things here, but let me show you the main one. Okay, let me change to the working scene. There we go. I I guess you can see that. Oh, wait. Let's move over there, and there we go. So, this is the routes index. So the first change I'm going to do is here. I do have a couple of messages here. Oh, look at this. Now this is an interesting thing here. So let's make something here first. Okay, now here. Okay, so this is the page running. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is use the same folder structure that the teacher on Udemy is actually using. Let me see. Let me show you then. There we go. Here on the left side, you can see that there is a views folder on his example. Inside the views folder, he's saving all his partials on an includes folder. And he does have a layouts folder inside the views folder where the main layouts are residing. Other than that, all the 404 layouts are outside this main layout. So what I'm going to do is replicate this folder structure on my side. But first, I may like to go back here maybe. Let me get you back. There we go. So I need to do some project management right now. The first thing will be this. There we go. I do have an open merge request that I haven't committed yet. So maybe I should just do that. So let's see. Okay, so my remote branch is on the same place, and I do believe that I'm not going to be doing anything else with this skeleton add feature. I do believe that that's done, I guess. So I may like to basically push. Well, it's already pushed. So as we can see here, they are both on the same place. So the next, let me see. There we go. A little bit maybe. Okay. So the next step will be to basically commit the merge request. So how do I do that? Well, let's learn about it because I don't really know. Okay, here's the merge request, and I'm going to click the merge button. But before, I need to check the delete source branch check mark and the squash commits. And I'm going to check that I'm going to commit into the develop branch, and here we are. So that's all. Let's do the merge. Approve is optional. I can actually repair and cherry pick commits. That's nice. Okay. So I guess that I no longer have only two branches, develop and master. And if I do this, I guess we can compare maybe. it should have only one. There we go. Only one commit, and all the modifications are here as a single commit. There we go. The README file. More information with the app.js file. The www file. So everything that was created as a consequence of making the basic skeleton of the app, it has been committed. There we go. So everything is here. Let's go back to the main repository. Come on. Looks like my broadband is not so broad after all. Come on. There we go. So I am on the main page already again. I'm not going to merge into master yet. That should be at the very end of version 1, I guess. So let's go back to the develop branch. There we go. So we do get a lot of stuff here. This is the README file. Let's see what else. And we get to see all the other files, including the views. And this is where I'm going to be working on. Okay. So that's going to be the plan. I'm going to git check out. I'm going to find myself into the develop branch, and I'm going to do a git pull in order to get all the remote modifications. It didn't delete the feature skeleton app. Never mind. I do believe I can do this maybe. Okay, it seems like everything is up to date. I guess I can just delete it on my side. I believe it's with this option here. The feature skeleton app. Has been merged to refs, but not yet merged to head. Deleted branch. Okay, never mind. There we go. As we can see, I only have a couple of commits. The ones on master with the initial commit, and develop is ahead by just a couple of commits. So on this commit here, we do get the entire modifications of the ticket. So all the work is done for this ticket here. Okay, so it will be a good idea. Let me see if I can click on that. Maybe it's merge. Okay, so I can refer to this. The work is done, I believe. Let's see if I can move it into done. There we go. So I can basically do it like this too. But this seems okay. Refactor index into a working Node.js sample. Well, I guess this may be considered done because I already did this alongside this one here. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to put it directly into the in progress. What I'm going to do here, what's this? No. Okay, what I'm going to do here is create a new ticket, a new card on my Trello board. And I'm going to, oh wait. ¿Sí, bueno? Hola. Ah, pues cuando regreses me lo das, ¿no? Ah, ¿y el Gatorade también o qué? Ah, ok, ok. Va. Ah, ok, gracias. Sí, sí. Ah, ok. Dale. Sí. Estoy haciendo el stream con, avanzando con lo de los parciales. Ya vi el video y hay que hacer varias cosas, pero ya medio acordé y ahorita voy a estar trabajando en eso y cuando regreses, ya te explico y hacemos, los demás, porque voy a hacer nada más index. ¿Sí? Sale. Sale, igualmente, te quiero. Bye. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Well, here, I'm going to create a new ticket and it's going to be, I wonder what should I name it? Maybe partials. Let's see. It's going to be a feature partials index. Let's add this. Okay. There we go. There we go. That should be enough. Now I may like to maybe, in order to use the GitLab power up, uh, I may need to create the merge request first. So before that, I guess I'm going to be doing this. I am on the develop branch. And now I may like to basically create a new branch here. What I'm going to do is this: git checkout with the B option and the name of the new branch that doesn't exist yet. I did this so I can just copy and paste and use this as the name of the branch. Sometimes it's going to be redundant a little bit, but I can figure out what card belongs to what branch. There we go. So there is a new feature branch, and now I'm going to do a push, and it's going to make it's going to tell me that it cannot do it because it doesn't exist on the remote. It doesn't matter because it's going to give me the command I need to actually create it in the remote. I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. And there we go. Now, with this link, if I open this link here, I do have a merge request. I should be able to add the GitLab power up now. Let's open merge request and now look for, let me see, Montessori Vera. This is the project. And here is not actually, how do you say it, updated. So let's give it a while. I'm going to refresh the page and try again. Merge request. No, yes. Add the command used to create a skeleton app on the Nodejs. It's not actually updating it, I guess. Let me see. Oh, wait. Into master, change branches. Okay, let's see. That's the project. This is my source branch. My target branch should be developed. I wonder if I can make this the default branch into for all the future merge requests. New merge request. Okay, I'm creating the merge request. That's why I'm not doing it. Okay. Assignee is going to be me. Reviewer is going to be my wife. And this is going now. Okay. There are no commits yet, so I wonder if submit is going to do something. Can I just save this? Okay, I just created the merge request. It's open. So no actions being taken whatsoever. But now I should officially have feature partials index draft, I guess. Well, this is a merge request. It's open. So I guess that now I should be able to see it here. Let's use the power up. Node.js. There we go. Number 2, draft features partials index. There we go. The name doesn't really matter because it's going to be deleted when I finish, I guess. Well, the name of the merge request is not, but never mind. So I already have this link here. So when my wife gets here, members, let's link my wife. There we go. So she's in here. What else? I can add a checklist, I guess. Let's call it a to-do list, maybe. And let's see first. That should be the first thing. What else? I need to create. I need to create the main menu partial and create the footer partial. And that should be it, I guess. For the time being, I guess. So that should be my to-do list. Very simple stuff. Not, I guess I can assign someone here. What's this? What's this? Oh, okay, so this is part of the business plan. Never mind, I need to pay for this. So, oh wait. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Okay, so that's all I should be doing right now. What else I need to do here? Nothing else, I guess. There we go. So this should be a little bit clearer of what I'm doing here. Obviously, my wife is not working with this so far yet, but I already invited her. But never mind. So this is my work in progress. I do have an open mesh request here, and let's get to work then. Wait, why is this not? Because it's not running actually. Okay, never mind. So I'm working on another, on a different branch over here. There are no differences. And as at this point, the head and the partials index, that's my current local branch, my remote branch for the partials index, the developed branch for the local branch, and the developed on the remote. That we are all on the same place. So far there are no differences. Now I may like to start working now. Let's see. Let's open Visual Studio Code. I probably going to need to modify this file, but not yet. First, let's do here. I wonder if I can make this a little bigger. That may be a waste of time right now, but never mind. I'm going to leave the error AES. That's this one here. I'm going to leave this here. And this, I'm going to move it into another folder. So let's see what's the name of the folder that the teacher is using. The includes folder and the layouts folder. Okay, so inside view, I'm going to create a new folder. It's going to be named includes and another folder, layouts. There we go. And I'm going to move the index EGS inside the layouts. Yes. That should be the first thing to do. Now, I guess that I'm not going to be able to access the same route the same way. because it doesn't really belong to that. So I wonder if this is going to run. Let's try out, but I guess it's going to fail. npm start. And there we go. There is no index. There we go. So let's modify. There we go, 500. The server got an error. Never mind. So what should we do now? Well, I should actually look for to put here the actual reference to this one here. So index EGS is now inside the layouts folder. So my guess is I do this, I add the layouts folder, and that should be enough. Let's save this file. I guess I don't need to restart. There we go. NodeMon is doing its work. And now let's go back here and it should be working. There we go. It's working right now. So that was a change inside the road. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click here. And this is the index.js route file. So what I'm going to do here is add this change and say, update and now I'm going to add the name of the file that I was working on, that one. This is the file I modify on this commit in particular. There we go. And now this is a special case because I basically remove a file from one place and put it into another place. So basically a move operation. If I stage all the changes here, both modifications are going to be interpreted as a relocation of the file. I am moving the file or relocating it. Move the index view into, and now I'm going to copy this relative path, and there we go. Use it as part of the description, and that's it. That will be the first operation here done. Create a folder structure. Now I need to create my partials. So first, before anything else, I should create the files themselves. Let's see here, a new file, and you should be called head.egs. It's going to be an empty file right now. I'm going to create another one called footer.egs. And another one for the main navigation menu. A new file, and this is going to be called navigation.egs. So these three empty files are going to be included into the index file. So here, inside the layout of the index page, what I'm going to do is, okay, so let's see if I can just, I wonder if I can skip this tag here. Maybe not. And I can do a lot of partials here, basically. But for the time being, what I'm going to be doing is being generic a little bit, if I can say that. I guess that every single, the entire head section of the page, and including this, could be integrated here. So let's see. There are no special things here for the time being, I guess. So I guess I could include the entire head as its own. Let's cut this content here, and let's go to the head EGS and paste it here. Save it. That's it. Now, in order to use this code here, because now I left my entire index view without a head tag, so how do I basically reuse this code inside the index view? Well, I need to use the EGS a special tag. It's going to be the, what is percentage? I don't see it. There we go. And I believe in this case it's not going to be equals, because this is going to print out the text and I'm going to see the code printed as text on the page. I need to use the minus symbol in order to actually use whatever JavaScript is going to spit as part of the actual code, not just print out the value as text. It's a non-escaping character, I believe. Let's see. Let's use the include function, and it's going to require as parameter, it's going to require the path to the actual file. So I'm going to see the includes, because the root of this method is going to be basically the views folder, basically, I guess. And now the name in the includes, I mean the root is going to be the views folder. So I'm going to tell him to the engine, you know what? Open the include folder, and inside that, basically use the head EGS file here. I can basically just point here, right click and copy relative path, and replace this and just paste the relative path. I need to delete this because the root folder is basically the views folder. I don't need this, just like this. And now I need to close the EGS tag like this. And that should be enough. Let's save that. And if that was just a refactor so far. Let me see, it didn't work. Let me see why. Maybe, oh, I think I just did a mistake here of some kind. It says user Ricardo Montessori Vera layouts. I did make a mistake here. Let's see. Could not find include file. Oh wait. This is an entire file. It doesn't exist as a file. So maybe I just destroy. No, this thing here. This is wrong. I'm sorry. There we go. The wrong dash. This is the Windows dash. This is the Linux dash. Never mind that. This is the one that I needed. Okay, let's save that and try again. I got a typo basically, and it doesn't work. Is that the right name? It doesn't work either. Could not find the file. Includes plural. Let's see if I'm getting the right name. No, it says includes. Maybe I need to say views. I don't think so. We could try. There we go. Oh wait, it's going to paste the wrong dashes. Okay, there we go. I don't think that's going to work either. Yeah, it's not going to work. This is embarrassing, you know. But never mind. Let's find out. Let's figure it out. Why not? So, according to the video here, let me show you here. There we go. According to the video, you can see they are using, there we go. This is the line number 1. Is using the same symbol. Maybe I'm using the wrong minus, because I do know that there are a couple of minus symbols here. So maybe I'm using the wrong one. I don't think so. Let's find out. Okay, getting started. Here we are. Okay, output the unescaped value into the template. Okay, let's copy this. includes. Here is an example of how to use an include. And I can actually use an object and pass it to the include itself. That's very useful. I'm not going to be using that one first. I don't think so. Never mind. It seems like I can use this this as an include. User show. Okay. User shows. Okay. So maybe I'm using the wrong minus. Let's see. Okay, let's just figure it out. So this is the symbol to close, and this is for opening. So maybe I am using the wrong one. There we go. I don't think so, but never mind. This is the entire head. Head EGS includes the entire head. There is another issue here. Maybe this is going to make some noise. So let's figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. So let's try like this and see what happens. Okay, it's not finding this. So let's remove that because here it doesn't need this. Now let's try again. I believe I already did this, so it's not going to work either. Okay, it says it could not include the file, includes head AGS. So that's the problem. It's not finding the file. Why? I wonder why. Maybe I need to actually restore the entire thing? I don't think so. But let's try anyway. Why not? No, it's not actually finding the head EGS file, and this is weird. Let me think. I wonder if this has to do anything with the fact that I'm running this on Windows. I don't think so. Should not be a problem. Let me think. Maybe if I use the other dash, which I don't think this is going to be the issue either. I just say that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't even register the dash anyway. So let's get that back. It doesn't work. I wonder what I'm doing wrong. I must be doing something wrong. Okay, let's read carefully. It says on this file, on line number 4, column 2, HTML line 3. Okay, here on line number 4, I'm trying to do something here, but it's not finding the file. Why not? The name of the file is head.egs, and my file is here, and it's called head.egs. I wonder why it's not finding the file name. Now this is weird. I wonder if I move this one folder up. Yeah, let's move it. And then modify this to just refer to the head EGS. I wonder if that's going to work. That didn't work either. This is weird. Maybe since I am running this inside the layout folder, maybe the root folder is that is being taken into consideration is yeah, that's it. I'm watching on the let me see. There we go. I didn't show you anything my failed attempts, but I can see here that the file that is currently open is shop.egs, and shop.egs belongs is not inside the layouts. It's actually inside the views folder. So that's why it's not in finding that. I wonder then what the layouts are for. The layouts folder are not the things that I think they are, I believe. I need to watch that then. Main layout. I wonder what that is. Let's actually watch that. I hope I'm not getting into trouble when I'm showing that. And in the layout to handlebars. Working with layouts. There we go. Okay, this video doesn't have the layouts folder yet.
You probably do notice that we do repeat a base structure in all our files here. And of course, it's a bit annoying that we manually have to do that. For example, this base setup and also the import of main CSS, as well as the header, is part of every single page. And therefore, it's a bit cumbersome if we manually have to repeat this setup or this import all the time. So what can we do regarding that? We can create a so-called layout. For this, I'll create a new subfolder in views, which I'll name layouts, in case we might have multiple ones, and I'll add a main layout.pug file. Now I'll take my add or my shop pug file, or maybe the 404, which is the most minimal one, and copy that file content into main layout. Now, of course, we got some elements here which are dynamic now, which depend on the page I want to use. And the question is, how can we reuse this skeleton anyways? Well, we can extend this layout from inside our other pug views. And we can actually define some placeholders, some hooks in this layout, where other views can then enter their content. For example, here, in the links, we got a base layout which looks like this, but in other views that should extend this layout, they might use this layout and add more links in this place. We can define such a hook by adding the block keyword, which Pug understands, and then defining any name of our choice, styles for example. Now we will be able to add more styles from inside other files here, and I will show you how to add this in a second. I also want to remove that active link here, by the way, also in the 404 Pug file, because I have no assumption about what's active, and I will show you how to dynamically set this in a second too. Now the content below the header also is dynamic. And here, I again will reserve a block, so a hook, which I'll name content. And the name again is up to you. So now we got this basic layout with two hooks we can dynamically enter content into from inside our other files. Now let's start with the 404 Pug page here. There, I will just copy that content that matters to me and remove the entire rest. And we can now extend the layout by adding the extends keyword, which Pug understands. And now we just need to point at the layout. For that, we have the layouts folder, and we want to use the main layout file in there. We have to add .pug here too. So now we're telling Pug that we want to extend this, and now we just have to tell it what to render in that content and maybe also in that styles hook we defined. For styles, I don't need any special setting here, but for the content block, I want to enter my own custom content, and I do this by again typing block, content, but now since I extend the layout, this will not define a hook, but actually allow me to add content in that layout. And then indented here, I define what should be injected into the content block in the layout. So in this place. Okay. With that, if I save that, and I enter some random path which doesn't exist, I still get page not found, but now behind the scenes, this actually uses my layout. And we can of course do the same on the other pages, like add product. There, let's also, for now, keep the other content so that we can copy and paste content over into our new layout. So we extend the main layout, pointing at the layout file. And here, I will add something to the content, but also into my styles block. And we do that by, well, simply typing block styles here, and then indented, we add what we want to add. And these are these two lines, because these are the two style imports which are not part of the default layout. So let's add them here in the styles block. And then we have the other block, the content block, this one, where I want to enter my own content. So for that, I will copy the entire part in the main section here, or the entire main section actually, like this, cut it, and move it over and replace this h1 tag here, and make sure the indentation is correct. And now we can remove the entire rest here, and we should now have a file that does extend our layout, and therefore still looks the way it looked before, but now it uses this way more concise approach, which also ensures that if we ever change something to the layout, we don't have to change it in all the files, but only in that main layout file, and the other files, since they're extended, will automatically get it. So let's save this. Let's go to add product. And this looks good. Styling is good. So all these styles are imported, as you can see. And it looks like before, almost. We got this active class missing. We don't see that the add product link is the active one. And that makes sense because in the main layout, we make no assumption what is active. So the question is, how can we dynamically set this?
Okay, nice. But that I wonder if that actually works with EGS, because this is with PUC. So let me see, working with EGS.
Now, we added some EJS magic or some EJS templates here. One thing that is missing here is the layout functionality PUC or handlebars gave us. And indeed, EJS doesn't have layouts. But we can use so-called partials or includes, by the way, a feature that PUC and handlebars also know. The idea here is that you have some code blocks which you reuse in different parts of your templates, and you can therefore just share them across your templates. So it's a bit like the opposite of a layout. Instead of having one master layout where you put your individual view parts into it, you have a couple of separated shared view parts which you can merge into the views you're creating. And for that, I'll create a new subfolder.
I get it. So I got confused actually, I'm very badly. So basically the layout folder should be renamed to, well, it actually should not be renamed. I should just move back my views. There we go. The index.js view file should be on the root again of the views folder. The layouts should be deleted because I'm not going to be using PUC or handlebars. And the include folders is going to just have the little includes here. Head EGS should be inside includes. There we go. And index should be on the root. There we go. So now, I guess, now I can do this. And that should actually work. Let's try it out. Yeah, I was getting very confused there. Okay. To look up, oh yeah, because the root also needs to be modified again. This is the route file, so I no longer have the view inside the layout folder. It's on the root. There we go. There we go. Seems like everything is fine. There we go. It's working. Let's see if, well, I guess the head is working because I can see the title page here. But I may like to see, there we go. Here is the header. This is the header. Oh, no, wait. This is the head tag. There we go. Oh, what? There we go. Here is the head tag with all the code. So everything seems to be working. And I even get in the title value inside the head. Although, I guess this tells me something very important. So I'm using, if I open the head EGS file, I can see that I'm using a title variable here, but I'm not passing any information to the partial directly. What I'm doing is copy and pasting this code inside this line here. And when that's done, I guess that the index view is going to use the data that I'm sending through the router here, this data here, and rendering that inside the head partial. So indirectly, I am passing that data inside this partial here. So I do like the idea of partials better here rather than the main layouts, because that way I can do a lot of little pieces of code that I can just use interchangeably, basically. Well, that's for the assuming that all the heads for the entire website are going to be the same. This is going to obviously change when I get to work with the blog. Why? Because most of the time, maybe in the head, I'm going to need to add metadata specific to the entry of the post. So, but I'm not there yet anyway. Okay, so let's close this one here. Okay, I did head, and seems to be working properly. Okay, so what else do I need? Okay, so maybe I should add this to the to-do list. The head, maybe I just missing one, the head. Create the menu partial, footer. Um, and this is already done. I'm halfway there. Now I need to create a main menu partial. And this is going to be a little bit special, I guess. I'm going to move that to the end. No, you know what? This is harder to do, so I'm going to do it first because of that, because it's harder. Okay, so I do have a header tag that is not the same as a head tag. It's not the same. It's a header. Basically, this is a semantic tag that tells the web browser that whatever is inside here is supposed to be on the top of the page as a leading part of the page. So maybe what I'm thinking here is maybe select everything inside the header tag. Let's see what does include. Immediately after, I'm getting the nav tag here and a lot of classes from Bootstrap. So basically this nav tag is going to be the main menu and the navigation bar finishes down here. So my guess is that I guess I could just choose the header tag, the entire header tag, and make it a partial. Probably that should be a good idea. So what I'm going to do is to even choose this. I wonder if it would be wise to use this as part of the partial. Maybe I do. Let's pick everything up. Why not? Let's cut everything and let's go to the navigation. Yes. Paste everything here. Save it. Go back to index and create the EGS tag. Let's include. And now the included folder and the navigation.egs. Oh wait, I forgot something. I forgot to use this because it's text. There we go. And now close the tag. And that's it. Basically, oh wait, I'm not showing you anything. I'm sorry. I forgot to check. There we go. That's my working space. So what I did was line 8 here. And as you can see in line 4, I already make an include for the includes tag, and I'm going to show you how this is going to work. So in line 4, I am using the head EGS tag, which is this one here. And as you can see, is the entire head tag, the entire one. I wonder if I guess I should be doing this maybe. There we go. That's fine. And now, oh wait, I wonder if this is going to work. Never mind. I guess this is okay. I guess this is fine. I'm going to see it already render, maybe. The navigation one. This is the navigation bar. The entire navigation bar. I wonder if I can just format the document. There we go. Let's save this. Let's go to head.js and format the document too. There we go. Looks fine. Save it. There we go. So everything should be working now. Let's refresh the page and see how it's being rendered. Let's refresh everything. And let's try to give a look to the actual code. The head is going to be like this. I wonder if I can just watch the source code. There we go. I see proper indentation here. Maybe head should not be at the same level of the HTML tag because it should not be there. But I'm watching. I guess I can fix that very easily. The navigation comment and the header tag, they don't belong there either. The body tag, maybe. Let's check it out here. So I guess let me do a couple of undos. Well, maybe not. Maybe I can just see here. Where is the index page? There we go. So here are the differences. If I go down here, I must find the differences. No differences so far. What? That's weird. Ah, because I moved the file. That's okay. Well, never mind. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to indent this one here. This one here should keep indented that way. The body belongs to the same level. I think that the head tag should be on the same level, maybe. There we go. Yeah, let's leave it on the same level. Why not? And here inside the body, that should be actually indented. This is the head tag. That should be fine. Navigation. Oh, wait. If I, navigation, okay. Navigation tag is not indented here, but it shows indented anyway. So let's refresh the page maybe. Okay. Head is okay. Okay, this is the new indentation. The body tag. This is what I don't really like. I wonder why this is indented correctly, but this is not indented correctly. Although inside the index view, I am using proper indentation. There we go. I'm saving that. But I guess it's not taking into consideration my indentation order. I wonder why that is. I am including this. I mean, I do have a couple of spaces here. I wonder why it's only doing that for the first line, maybe. But after the first line is not making. I guess that this is only been taken into consideration for the first line. Maybe that is. So I guess I should be indenting everything else properly, I guess. So let's go back here. So the first line on navigation, this is I'm going to remove this then. Let's remove that one and this one here. Maybe this is going to help me out. There we go. If I do that, maybe it's going to respect the first tag now. There we go. The first tag is being taken into consideration, but the second one is not. And I can see that here. That's going to be a little bit of an issue, just aesthetically. It doesn't look good because this should be, maybe I'm too picky, but it should be on the same level, and it's not. So maybe it doesn't make too much sense. It doesn't make too much sense. So maybe what I can do here is indent everything inside the navigation page. Indent everything inside here like this. Maybe that. You see what I mean? If I do that and refresh, although the first line I need to remove a couple of spaces here. Let's do that. There we go. Like this. If I do that, it should be properly indented now. This one here. There we go. This is in the same level, properly indented. Maybe 4 spaces is too much, in my opinion. So maybe I need to shift tab a little bit. Why is giving me 4 spaces for now? Uh, 2, no. Why is okay? No. There we go. So that's when I deleted the comments. 2 spaces, you should be here. Maybe my problem was formatting the document. There we go. 2 spaces here, 2 spaces here, the same. Okay, so everything seems to be nice. Now I may like to add a couple of spaces and leave it like this. Okay, I want to say that. Let's refresh. There we go. I consider an important thing to have a standard on indenting. Although I'm using tags with HTML here, I always like to my code to be actually readable for human beings. You know, it seems to be just fine, I guess. The head tag is on the same level as the HTML. That's fine. The body is on the same level too. Header, it should not be. Only a couple of spaces, I believe. There we go. 2 spaces, and everything seems to be fine. I'm just going to add before and after inside the index view. I'm going to do this, I believe. There we go. Doing this should make very clear what this navigation include is doing, basically. So if I go back here, there we go. It's on the same level here and the same level here, just as the closing tag. And this should make the code way easier to read. So the partial is working right now. Maybe if I refresh this, and it's a refactoring process. So basically, everything seems to be working just the same. The links are broken, but that's another issue. Okay, so let's see. A main menu partial is done. And finally, the create footer partial needs to be done. So let's go to the bottom of the page. This is not part of the footer. So this is part of the import of the JavaScript that I need to include in order to use this specific version of Bootstrap. This code comes from the Bootstrap template, the starting template. So basically, in the future, I'm going to create a new branch and move into the last version of Bootstrap. At this time, I'm not going to do that. Let's see. This is the footer. Okay, the footer comment here. Where is it starting? Here. So basically, I need to cut all of this. Okay. I need to cut all of this. And probably I should just write down the include already. It's with a minus. Include. There we go. And the include folder. And it's going to be called footer.egs. And now I need to close the tag. And this is the include. It's already there. So I guess I need to add 4 initial indentation. Okay, so let's go to the footer. Let's paste the code here. I wonder if it's going to be a good idea to just format the entire thing. I guess no, I don't think so. It's using 4 spaces for indentation. Format document. There we go. and I would like, this is the without indentation, without initial indentation. I may like to choose select everything, and add a couple of steps. That's 1 and that's 2. So I'm getting 4 spaces of initial indentation just to comply with the 4 spaces I'm looking here. Okay. Perhaps the first line doesn't really need to do that. There we go. So I don't need this. There we go. Why? Because the indentation is only going to be applied to the first line. So I need to put this include on the root, just as I did on the first one, on this here. So all includes are going to start at column 0, basically. Okay. Column 1, I mean. Okay. So that should be there. And if I rerun, I refresh, I go to the bottom of the page, and everything seems to be working there. Perfect. Let's refresh this. Let's go to the bottom of the page. And let's see if the footer is here. And there we go. It's on the same level as the to-do here. So everything seems to be working properly. What else may I like to do at this point? Maybe not much, but things that I may like to do. For example, let's go to the footer, and there is a lot of information here. For example, a reference to social media in Facebook. The link to the Facebook page is here. The link to the, what do you call it? The Instagram page, maybe? The Instagram page link is here. What else? The actual address of the college is here, of the school. The phone number, the actual email link, and the email text information is here. So there is a lot of information that I may like to refactor as object data, as parameters. At this point, I don't think it's going to be needed, so I'm going to leave it as is. And this is dynamic code, as you can see, the current year and the title. And everything seems to be just fine. Okay. This is the code. Okay. Okay. And that should be footer. So let's go and check that out. And that's it. We get a 100% on my to-do list. Now it is time to create the commits. I haven't committed anything yet. So I am going to check every single file here and make my work on that. So let's see. Let's see. The index is going to be moved. I wonder where. Let's try this. The index. This is another. I wonder what, because this index. Oh, there we go. It's index JavaScript. Okay. That's one. Let's do that one first. Index JavaScript is on the routes folder. And what did I do here? Well, basically, I removed the layouts or folder reference because it's not going to be used. Okay, so remove. From there. Okay. And that's what files index.js. There we go. Let's copy the relative file and commit that one. And now everything related to index should be added because I moved the file and need to do this. The R represents a replacement, basically this. I am replacing one file with another, or moving one file from one place to another. And at the same time, I deleted a lot of code and I added some code, as you can see there. And that was basically it. So I'm going to I did refactor with partials, and I'm going to paste the current location of the index file. Views index. There we go. What else? Well, let me see the footer. This is the creation of the partials. So basically, I'm going to basically just say, you know what, create partial, and I just going to use the relative path of the file as part of the description here, just to save some space. Create partial. I'm going to copy that. Going to copy this because I'm going to basically what? Cancel. What happened? Something happened here. Okay, let's take a look. Control C. Create partial. Views include footer ES. Okay, nice. It did the job, so it doesn't matter. Okay, another space creates the partial, and I'm going to say what was the head ES. Okay. Copy relative path. And now I'm going to copy again this. There we go. And lastly, this one here creates the partial navigation. Let's paste this. Okay, let's paste this. And that's it. So basically, I finished this ticket, but the merge request is still open and I haven't pushed anything yet. So let me see if I do have something pending. No, nothing is pending. I'm going to close files just to have a clear view of the project. There we go. So I don't have pending work to do. Nothing. Okay. Now I need to work with GitLab. Let's go here and let's check out my Git log. As you can see here, my local branch is already up ahead several commits. So what I'm going to do is pushing into the partials index on the remote. That is the GitHub remote branch. So to do that, I need to do a git push command. And I am actually on the feature partials index local branch. So in this case, since this branch already exists on the remote, it's going to update the remote with all my changes. It's going to give me a link to the merge request, but I already have it. Open here. It's already open. I just refresh a little bit. I wonder if that's already. There we go. This is the list of commits for this merge request, and that's basically it. Let me review it a little bit. It seems like the oldest commit is on top, and the new commit, the most recent commit is on bottom. Quite weird in my opinion, but never mind that. Wait, I can actually modify that here. Newest first. There we go. So the newest is first. There we go. I am more used to this view anyway. Let's click on here, and I can see the modifications. There we go. So everything seems to be just fine. 7 commits. Nice. Let's do the overview, and now let's basically approve this, I guess, because it's optional. I don't think it makes any changes. It's still a draft. Mark as ready. Okay. I guess. What else? How do I just merge? Before this can be merged, one or more threads must be resolved. Oh, never mind. It just automatically show me the button anyway. Okay, let's see. Delete the source branch and squash the commits. Wait, where is it going to merge? It should be merging into the develop branch. That's okay. I wonder if I can select the develop branch as the default branch to be merged into. Let's just do that. Merge. And there we go. That's it. So that's the remote branch. Now, I wonder if I just pull the information here, if it's going to do something. There we go. Your configuration specifies to merge with ref blah, 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 from the remote, but there is no such ref was fetch. Okay. Let's modify this. Git checkout develop. There we go. Now git pull. It's going to pull everything, and I'm getting the modifications of the remote branch into develop. Let's show the git log. And now I do have a second merge branch commit. Basically, this is the last one from the partials index branch. And there was another one that belongs to the feature partials index branch. What did happen here? I wonder if I did something before here. I don't recall. But never mind. Here I do have a merge branch with feature skeleton app develop. Everything seems to be fine. So I should not be worried. Let's see with git branches. Let's list the feature partials index branches still exists. Let's delete the feature partials index branch because it's no longer needed. Okay. I didn't merge it. That's why it's giving me a warning. But never mind. I only need the develop branch anyway. And that's basically it. Okay, so that's some job to be done. I may like to wait for my wife to return in order to explain to her what I did and basically make some exercises later. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to keep learning from the courses. Where is it? The courses over here. Let me see. Let me show you. There we go. So here. So I'm going to keep reviewing these videos. Maybe not those ones up here because these belong to different view engines that I'm not going to use. So basically from video number 90, from video number 90, I mean, working with the ES forward, maybe I should review all of this, review the useful resources maybe, EGS documentation, obviously, and then move, before moving into model view controller, I may like to review the last videos of this chapter, and I'm going to review, let me see, under section 3, understanding the basics, I should review section 4, improve development workflow and debugging, and section 5, working with Express.js. And obviously the end of section 6, all that has to do with ES. So that should be all for this session here, and I hope to see you later.